Hey guys, Ken here from the Retro Toy Escapades channel in Malaysia. There's some leaked set photos for the new upcoming live-action Masters Universe motion picture. These have been making the rounds online over the last 12 hours or so. I'm just going to share my quick thoughts on them. I'm not going to get into something like a 1 hour plus discussion or anything like that. No, just some quick thoughts on what I'm seeing here. And, first of all, Nicholas Galitzine, who's playing the role of He-Man and Prince Adam, obviously nobody heard anything about this guy. But now it seems like he's completely stepping into the role. From these set photos that we're seeing, he looks super jacked up, like he's really been putting in the work to get bulked up, that's for sure. And from these images here, we see him here in something of a pink long sleeve shirt, and this is without a doubt a homage to his classic Prince Adam look. Prince Adam, ever since the first ever depiction of the character from the 80s, he's always been seen wearing something pink. Okay, he's always in some kind of pink attire, whether it's on the classic cartoon or even in the first ever action figure of him that Mattel put out back in the day. Definitely something pink is on him. And in these photos here, he appears to be escorted by two Earth cops, okay, for whatever reasons. And of particular interest is the sight of the power sword. Right, the live action power sword being seen here for the first time. And this thing just looks freaking fantastic. I can just imagine Mattel putting out a fully electronic version of this, putting it out there on retail toy shops. This could just be the thing to bring everybody back, okay, and start buying He-Man toys again at department stores. I don't know. But just looking at it like this, it just looks like a toy, man. It just looks like it's made to be a toy for you to play with, right? Now, Prince Adam, in this particular scene here, arrested. If you notice, these two officers are just escorting him. He's being placed in the back of a police vehicle. And if you notice, he's not in handcuffs, right? He's just being escorted. Maybe it's because there's no handcuffs that have been created that can possibly hold He-Man. Okay, ever think about that? Probably, they tried to slap the cuffs on him, but he broke it and just decided to go along with them willingly. No idea what he's being arrested for. Probably he's an alien here on Earth. But check this out, okay? There's a lot of comments here. Obviously, people are surprised that the plot is taking the whole franchise back to Earth, just like the 1987 movie. And the thing about the 1987 movie, let's just be real about it, okay? A lot of people out there, the hardcore fans even, half of them swear that it's a cult classic. The other half says that it's shit. Okay, so look, guys, make up your mind, right? Which one is it? Okay, for me personally, it was terrible when I first saw it as a kid. But over the years, I've just grown to appreciate it more as an adult, especially when I realized just how much of the budgetary limitations they had at the time, the financial constraints for them to even get the film produced and completed, right? So it just made me appreciate it a lot more. But when it comes to this particular new movie, honestly, the fact that it's set on Earth is something that I have no problems with. Okay, in fact, I'm not really sure that if it's going to be set wholly on Earth, maybe 50% of it is on Earth, the rest of it is on Eternia. I'm not really sure. But when it comes to these kind of fantasy productions, it's always a good idea to get the movie grounded in something relatable that audiences can recognize. Okay, because that's just the case when it comes to sci-fi fantasy movies, unless it's Star Wars. Okay, when it first came out in the 70s, okay, that thing can just take place in a whole entire alien world and people just seem to buy it, all right? But that didn't work too many times after that, I think. And as we see today, the Star Wars franchise has pretty much just been run straight into the ground. People just find it too confusing to relate to. People find it confusing to enter into a whole new world that they have to accept, okay? There's all this alien dialect, alien dialogue, alien faces, all of this stuff, okay? It's just too much for them. So the way I see it is that when you get the material grounded in stuff that people can recognize and understand easily, it just works a whole lot better. It's like the Star Trek franchise as well. All those movies, the early movies were just pretty much just doing okay. But when they took the franchise to Earth, okay, for the voyage home in 1987, that thing just blew up, okay? To date, I believe it's the highest grossing Star Trek motion picture from that original line of movies. Similarly, also, Transformers, okay, the first one, people are just confused, okay, why is all of the action taking place on Earth? We need more of the Cybertronian stuff, right? But then the movie was a huge, colossal, international blockbuster, right? Eventually, though, as they started to incorporate just more of the strictly robotic action into the movie, the franchise just started going downhill. Okay, people lost interest, and most recently, the animated Transformers 1 movie from last year, it flopped. Okay, it was set entirely on Cybertron, and nobody turned up. So honestly, I feel that this whole aspect of taking the He-Man franchise and setting it up on Earth, at least for a duration of the movie, I think it's a great move. Okay, I think it's just going to improve the film's commercial prospects and make it even more relatable to commercial audiences and make it even more of a blockbuster. Guys, I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Hit me up right there, and thank you for watching.